So now it's time for the final part, which is your top three tips that make you get the results you want. So this is not science. This is not sciencely backed. This is directly from the horse's mouth. The student that studies, and so far you're getting good grades. So all
Yeah.
yours, Gabe.
So
Three
something
tips.
that
Number
I,
one.
that I did this semester, which actually that really helped me a lot, it was studying with someone else. And I want to specify this it has to be the right type of person. It has to be someone that's on the same mindset as you, that wants to go there, that wants to study. Because if you get, I don't know, let's say your best friend that he doesn't really want to study, you're going to go there, you both study, you're studying, but he's going to be on his phone and going to be like, hey, look at this funny TikTok. That's not going to work out. It has to be someone that is motivated to study, like you, hopefully you are, that wants to study, that wants to be there, because you can feed off of each other, you can help each other. This is going to sound bad, but preferably it's either someone that knows the subject better than you or knows it worse than you. And this is because if it's someone that knows it better than you, they can help you out, they can teach you, they can give you tips, they can show you how to do some type of questions.
Yep.
So that's obviously very beneficial. But if it's also someone that knows it worse than you can be the person teaching. And teaching actually is a very, very, very good way of learning yourself.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
When you're explaining something to someone, you yourself are kind of mapping out and telling yourself how to do the question, and it really does solidify how to do it. Obviously, I'm talking more in a STEM side, so it's easy to do this on STEM than it is for English and stuff like that. In more humanities-based subjects. And it really is something that did really help me. Because it clears up a lot of doubts that you had in yourself, if you are doing it right, or if you're good enough. Because if you're teaching someone something and they understand it, then obviously then that means that you understand it.
Yeah.
So I think that's something that's really, really, really important.
Perfect. So that's tip number one. Study with somebody else, and somebody that has affinity with your system and your way of studying. That's there to take it just as seriously as you are, yeah? That is not going to distract you.
Yeah, maybe not the same way you study, but the same mindset. The same mindset of wanting to study and being motivated to study. I think that's really, really important.
Perfect. Tip number two. Bring it on.
Number two is, this was constantly said to me when I was growing up, and I was kind of like, I don't think it really makes much sense, but it does really help. It's study somewhere else than in your typical relaxed spot. And what I mean by that is, if you, I don't know, let's say you're a big gamer and you have you play the PlayStation in your room or on your desk or wherever, then, I don't know, instead of studying in your room at your desk where normally you're playing the PlayStation, go somewhere else. I don't know, let's say to the sitting room, to the living room, or anywhere else in your house, or even what I think is the best is a library. Because this will, it will get you away from your normal relaxed area, and B, it will take away even more distractions. So if you're sitting down, personally, what happened to me a lot of the times is I would be studying, I'll be sitting down, after half an hour I'd be like, oh, I'm bored of studying, and then I'll see the PlayStation, so I'll turn that on and play a few games of Fortnite or whatever. And, obviously that's not the best, that's not what you want to be doing. So if you kind of remove the distractions of the PlayStation or the PC or whatever it is, or Legos, whatever it is, that it really is, you don't think it would help, but it really, really, really does help, or at least help.
So basically, you're talking about moving physically to another location that is away from your comfort zone, to create an atmosphere that's conducive to good concentration, and B, specifically and most importantly, to get rid of your daily distractions.
Exactly.
Right. So get away from your TV, get away from your PlayStation. I'm assuming turn your phone off.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I don't know if turning your phone off is the best because some people use their phone, and obviously, I kind of want to. If someone really needs me, they can still get in contact with me.
Right.
But at the very very least,
Don't doom scroll.
no, put your phone on do not disturb.
Right.
You know, if someone really does need you, then they can call you twice. You know, the first time it'll go to voicemail straight away, and then the second time, then it will go through. But you know, if you have your phone there and every once in a while you get a notification of your best friend sending you a TikTok, you see it, you're gonna wanna
Yeah, of course. No distractions then.
go
So
on
I'd say
there.
in your case, you found the best way to do it is go to the university library.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, I actually didn't go to the library. I just went to an empty classroom, but it's basically the same thing because
Right. Okay.
what happens is during these study periods, there's, I mean, the library literally has a line outside of it, so
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
it's easy just to go to an empty classroom. But yeah,
Right. So basically,
go to
and
somewhere.
if you don't have the luxury of an empty classroom or a library, then you can just go to the room next door. To if you have a sibling, well, maybe you borrow your sibling's bedroom so
Yeah.
it doesn't have your distractions. The sitting room if there's not people walking back and forth. A balcony if you have it. Or maybe even a friend's house because you say study with somebody, find that friend that you can study with that maybe does have an empty room, and then you can go there.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Or maybe have a friend come to your house, and they will help you. You can counteract each other, so you can help each other to avoid distractions if you have no choice, but to study in your own bedroom where you have your regular
Yeah.
distractions. Yeah. Okay.
Or
Good
wait, if you really do have to study in your own room, then remove the distractions from your room. So
Fair
that
enough.
means unplugging your PlayStation and taking it to somewhere else or whatever.
Perfect.
That
All
can
right.
also work.
So that's tip number 2, and now the one final tip. Tip number 3.
Which is, we talked about this already, but it's past papers. Like I said, I die on the hill of past papers. It could really make or break the subject for people because a lot of the times what happens is you have an immense amount of information, but you're like, okay, I have all this information, but what can they ask me? What are the questions going to be formulated? How are the questions going to be formulated? Sorry. How are they going to ask me? What do I have to know? What don't I have to know? Because a lot of the times studying is about disregarding stuff that you think or you know are going to be irrelevant. And it really is important, and past papers are perfect for that. Generally, most of the times, like I said before, questions repeat themselves, or they're very, very similar questions with slight different wording or slight different numbers. And it really, really is, it really does help you. It kind of shows you what you have to know, how to know it, and what to do with the information.
Yeah. Well, that's what they say. Practice makes perfect. That's
Exactly.
an old adage, an old saying that just never gets old because it's totally true.